I'd been driving for 16 hours straight, hauling freight through the Arizona desert. The night was bone dry and black, the kind of dark that eats the stars. My fuel gauge dipped below a quarter tank, and the GPS said the next stop was 50 miles out. I couldn't risk it. So, when I spotted an old neon sign flickering in the distance, I turned off the highway. The road that led there was cracked and narrow, half buried under sand. The sign buzzed faintly in the wind, gas, food, coffee. Half the bulbs were dead, and the place looked deserted with no cars, no lights in the windows, just a single pump standing like a gravestone. Still, I pulled up. My second headlights hit the building. The lights inside flickered on. That should have been comforting, but it wasn't. They were yellow, dim, and they hummed like a swarm of flies. When I stepped out of the truck, the air changed, that it's so heavy and too quiet. My boots crunched on gravel, and it sounded loud, like the world had turned the volume down on everything else. Inside the station, the bell over the door rang softly. The shelves were dusty, cans are years out of date, and behind the counter stood a man in an old blue uniform, with the name Earl stitched on it. His face was pale, expression flat, and his eyes didn't quite focus on me. "You're lucky," he said. "We don't get many trucks anymore." His voice was dry, like sandpaper. I asked if the pumps worked. "They work," he said slowly, "for those who need to keep going." Something in the way he said that made my body react somehow. But I nodded anyway and walked back out to fill up. The pump groaned and shook as if it hadn't been used in decades. The numbers on the dial spun unevenly, making small clicking sounds. As I pumped the gas, I glanced at the reflection in my side mirror, and for a second, I saw someone standing behind me. A man? Or maybe not. His shape was blurred, white and thin like smoke, and when I turned around to look at it, nothing was there. The desert wind started howling suddenly, kicking up dust. I hurried, dropped the pump, and turned back toward the store. But the front door was open now, swinging gently on its hinges, and Earl was gone. Inside, the light flickered again. The counter was empty. No footprints, no sound, only the faint smell of gasoline and something else like burnt rubber. That's when I heard the faint hum of another engine. I looked outside and saw a truck that is old and rust pulling into the station. The truck windows were blacked out. No driver inside. The pump beside it started running by itself. The nozzle lifted. Fuel began pouring into the tank. That's when I knew I had to leave. I jumped into my truck, threw it in gear, and tore out of there, gravel spitting from my tires. In the rearview mirror, I could still see the lights of the gas station, burning until suddenly they blinked off, like someone had pulled the plug on reality itself. By the time I reached the next town, dawn was creeping in. I stopped at a diner to calm my nerves. The waitress poured my coffee and asked where I'd come from. I told her the name on the sign, Earl's Gas. She froze as she poured the coffee, her eyes going wide. She said, "I'm so lucky to escape, because that place is very dangerous." I didn't believe her until I checked my wallet. The receipt from the gas station was still there, yellow and brittle. The logo read Earl's Gas and Food, and the date printed on it was July 11, 1985. I nearly dropped my coffee. My body trembled. Outside the diner window, a truck rolled by, old, blackened, the same rust pattern I'd seen at the station. As it passed, I saw someone in the driver's seat. For a split second, it looked like Earl, eyes hollow, watching me. That night, when I checked my mirrors, I saw those same headlights behind me. Perfect distance, perfect speed. They never passed. They never fell back. And sometimes, when I stop to rest, I still hear that old gas pump clicking somewhere in the distance, like it's waiting for me to come back and finish filling up. Please like and subscribe for more stories.